Morning, it's still the morning here, and welcome to another standby vlog. If you are new here, then my name is Meg. Hello, welcome. I am cabin crew for a UK airline. Pretty much every month, I sometimes get a month off, but mainly every month I will get given a block of standby, which basically means I'm on call. I could get called for anything. Today is day 1 of 4 days of standby. I am on airport standby today from 1:30 until 7:30. It's currently 10:30. I am leaving the house in about half an hour. I am ready. I just need to literally put my uniform on and go. For any of you that are new here, you won't know, there are a selection of different trips I could get called for. I could get called for short haul or long haul. I am covering a Maldives, so manifesting that, although I would be quite sad if I went to the Maldives without Barney, because he was with me last time I went. I wouldn't be sad about going, don't get me wrong. Obviously when you're on standby, it's difficult to pack, especially when parts of the world are different weather to other parts of the world. Like in summer, it's usually okay because you can kind of assume that everywhere you go is going to be warm, but at this time of year it's quite difficult to pack. I didn't film a pack with me, but I've packed a selection of warm and cold clothes. I am covering a few East Coast US and Canadas, which will obviously be cold. I'm covering some Indian trips, obviously the Maldives. I think the Maldives is the only like tropical destination I'm covering. A few West Coast USA, a little bit of a selection. And for any of you that have watched my standby vlogs before, you'll know that I generally get called straight away within 5 minutes of starting my standby. Let's see what we get called for today. It's airport roulette, us crew like to call it. I mean, I don't really mind what I get called for, but I do hope I get called, just because it is a bit of a pain driving in and then driving back on the same day. Though saying that, it is still nice to like survive a standby. If I do survive today, I will be on home standby tomorrow, and I find home standby so much more nerve-wracking than airport standby, because I know that I'm on a time limit if I get called, whereas if I'm on airport, I know I'm already there and I'm already ready to go. I am yet to be called for a Euro tour off of airport standby. I've been called for there and back, and I've been called for long haul, but I've never been called for like a short haul night stop. I always say every time I film one of these vlogs that I would love to get called for a Euro tour, and I never do. So today I'm not going to say that, because I feel like that's what stops me. So maybe today will be the day. As I said, I'm leaving very soon. What time is it now? 10:38, so I am going to get on the road actually. I generally give myself about 3 hours before report to get to work, but because today's an airport standby and I don't have to look over any like aircraft or basically be in the briefing room before it starts, I give myself a little bit less time, only by half an hour. I'll probably still get there within plenty of time. It was very touch and go today as well about whether I was going to have to get a train. Basically, my car broke and had to go into the garage yesterday. I didn't know what the problem was when I took it in, so I was already looking at trains. I was going to have to get a train to London Victoria and then get 2 tubes to Heathrow Terminal 5. And then I got a call at about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon from the mechanic saying that it was easily fixable and it would be ready by today. So I picked it up at 8:30 this morning, and she's all good. She's ready to go. Thank God, because I hate public transport. I probably won't see you again before I am either back at home tonight or in a destination. So airport roulette, what did you give me today? And it took me nowhere. I survived, guys. Can't believe it. Actually the next morning now, because I didn't get back until about 9:30 last night. Barney had been to the pub and not eaten, and obviously I'd not eaten any dinner, so I ended up getting us some McDonald's on the way home. So probably not very good to eat that crap that late at night, but I came home with a McDonald's, we ate that, and then pretty much went straight to bed. I can't believe I survived. I mean, I have survived a couple of airport standbys before, but they've always been the really late one, like the 7:30 until 11:30 one, when there's only like 5 flights you can get called for. There was a lot I could have been called for yesterday, but they had so many people on standby. There was literally so many of us. I did think when I got there, I was like, wow, I actually might not get called. Went to Boots when I got there. I got a halloumi wrap, a bottle of water and a Lindt chocolate bar, like meal deal. Ate that. Sat there for a few hours, and then at like about 5, I went down to Nero, because annoyingly our crew room isn't airside, so we can't go into like the main terminal. All there really is food wise is like Nero, Costa, M&S and Boots, and that's about it. You can't really go and get like a proper meal somewhere. But I went down to Nero, had a coffee because I was proper flaggy. I don't know why, I was so tired. Had a panini and some little like vanilla wafer things, and then I finished at 7:30. and went home. Today I am on home standby from 11 until 7. It is about 8:30 now, I think. I've just made myself a cup of tea. I was going to go to the gym because I finally signed up to the gym again, but I usually go at like 9:30, 10ish, because it's really not busy at that time. I can't really go at that time because my standby starts at 11 and I need to like full on wash my hair. I want to get myself ready because obviously the fact that I didn't get called yesterday makes me think I might get called today. I want to be ready to go if they do call me. So I'm just gonna have my cup of tea and then I'll probably go and have a shower, get myself ready, and then I'm gonna have like a late breakfast. See if I get called. To be honest, because they have to give me at least 2 hours to get in, the earliest they can call me is 11 and the earliest I can report is 1 o'clock. All of the places that I could get called for today are pretty much the same as what they were yesterday. There's a few new ones, like Seattle, I think I saw was a new one. The rest of them are all the same. Obviously I've only got 3 days now, so I can't be called for any 4-day trips. This vlog might just end up being a surviving standby vlog. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my tea. I will try my best to get as many clips throughout the day, what I get up to on home standby, but to be honest with you, it's usually just watching some TV, eating, editing if I've got a video to edit, which I will because I'll be editing this. Sometimes I clean, but I did clean, like proper clean my house the weekend just gone, like literally 4 days ago. So it doesn't really need cleaning, to be honest. If I do get called, I'll let you know. This clip is especially for the people that tell me my eyebrows are too much and I shouldn't stick them up like this. This one's for you. Elf Power Grip Primer, the best. This is the foundation I use. It's the Fresh Nude foundation from Body Shop. I've been using this since I was about 16, a long time. But recently they've changed their formula and it's a little bit different, their foundation, and whatever they've put in it does not agree with my skin. Like every time I wear it, you can see on my chin, I get a new spot. I don't know whether my skin's just getting used to it, but I'm gonna be really upset if I can't wear this foundation anymore because it's literally my favourite foundation. It's so light. In fairness, it does seem like it's not as bad as it was when I first started wearing it, but they've definitely changed it. They are like, oh, we've not changed it, it's the same foundation, it's just new packaging. No, they've put something new in it, I can tell. My skin is telling me that they've put something new in it. So if anybody has any foundation recommendations that are cruelty free, that's the most important thing. I will not use a brand that tests on animals, and let me know in the comments. Okay, all-nighter, obviously. Got my watch on, Lip Rehab by Soap and Glory. And that's me for now. I'm actually going to stay in my dressing gown for a while, and then if I survive the first like hour or two, then I will put some clothes on. Hello, it is 2 o'clock, so I have survived 3 hours so far, touch wood. I survived the rest of the day. I do get to a point where when I've survived the first few hours, then I just sort of think, well, I've kind of got into the mindset now that I'm not being called, so it's then a bit of a shock to the system if I do get called. It's a horrible day as well. It's absolutely pouring with rain. I'm hungry and I'm gonna make some lunch. We don't have an awful lot in, but we do have some eggs, some cheese and some mushrooms. So I'm gonna make myself a little mushroom omelette. Probably just chill for the rest of the evening. We're gonna have a curry for dinner if obviously I'm here for dinner, which I feel like at this point I will be, because we've got the stuff we need for curry as well. Can you hear that rain? That is literally ridiculous. I've just been editing and I've actually been playing The Sims. It's my guilty pleasure, The Sims, for the last few hours. Not a lot happens when I'm on home standby, as you can probably tell. I'm starving, so let's make an omelette. Guys, I've just been called at about 2:55. It's just coming up for 3 now. Where do I even start? So my report is 6:50. So I am, as soon as I've updated you all, I'm actually gonna go and get my case in from the car, quickly repack it, take things out that I don't need, put my hair up, put my uniform on and go. So it's a 3-day. It's a Mumbai in India, which is a new country, and I'm positioning home on Saturday. I've never gotten a positioning trip off of standby before, so I'm pretty happy about this. It means I don't have to work. I mean, I don't clear until like 6:55 on Saturday evening, so probably won't get home till about 8:30. We are looking after Percy, my boyfriend's family's dog, so I will probably not see him until I get back. But I think he is staying over, so I'll still get to see him. When my phone rang, I was like, oh my God, like, because this is the longest I've ever survived a home standby without being called. So I really honestly thought that I wasn't getting called. My phone rang, 6:50 report, 3-day Mumbai, positioning home. Can't believe it. So I'm gonna quickly go and do everything I just said I was gonna do. I probably won't speak to you again until I'm there. So see you in Mumbai. Is the time. It is 12:50 p.m. We are 5.5 hours ahead of the UK. I don't know how the half comes into that, but I'm too tired to think about it. And I'm in Mumbai. I got here like maybe like an hour ago now. I've just had a shower. I've debated what I'm gonna do with myself. I think we're all gonna meet up at 7 to go for a curry in the restaurant in the hotel, which obviously I'm up for doing because I feel like you have to go for a curry when you're in India. I debated, I was like, shall I go to the pool? However, I'm really hungry, and one, I don't know if you can get food at the pool, because you can't always. Not every pool in a hotel has like services to order food and drink. So I don't want to go down there and then have to come back up because you can't order food down there. And also I feel like it's very hot outside, and if I'm gonna eat, I'd rather be sat in an air-conditioned room and eat comfortably. And also I'm shattered, you can probably tell by the look of my face. I've obviously just done a night flight and I only had about an hour and 45-minute break, and I'm pretty sure I didn't really sleep on it, to be honest. So I am shattered. So I want to try and last the day, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I am gonna have to have a nap. We are only here for 24 hours, so we don't really get much time to properly explore Mumbai. That's fine, like, it's still really nice to be in a new country. I've just ordered room service. I've ordered a bucket of chips and some jalapeno and corn fritters. They're both like the starters because I didn't want to get like a full-on meal. So I'm gonna eat, and then if I feel like I want to sleep, I'll sleep. And if not, I might go down to the pool. But what I don't want to do is fall asleep at the pool in the sun because it's hot. Obviously, I will put sun cream on, but, you know, when I'm this tired, I might fall asleep for like a long time in the sun, which isn't good. I do have a little bit of time tomorrow in the morning. So if I wake up relatively early, I could go to the pool tomorrow before we get picked up. And obviously, I shouldn't be too concerned about being tired because I'm not operating the flight home, which I'm very, very excited about. We're here. Last time I spoke to you, I was in my lounge and I'd just been called off standby. I went out to my car as soon as I finished talking to you guys. I went out to my car, got my suitcase, brought it back in, unpacked all of the winter stuff, repacked it, like just added a few things. Literally put my hair in a bun, put my uniform on and went. I think I left the house about 3:30. And I got to the crew car park at about 5:45. So had just over an hour before my report. The traffic was obviously quite bad at that time of day. Flight was actually a nice flight. It wasn't very busy. I was working in Traveller down the back. I was on first break again, which I hate, but obviously on this trip I was like, I don't really care what position I do because I'm doing one flight. Yeah, I was working down the back and it was quite light loads. We only had, I think, 25 out of 40 in Traveller Plus. Honestly, there were so many empty seats. So it was actually really nice and the passengers were lovely. Pretty easy flight, to be honest with you. Just obviously not easy being overnight, but stop yawning. They said it'd be about 45 minutes for my food and I ordered it literally just before I started talking to you. So it's probably going to be a while. I'm just going to sit here and maybe edit some of this vlog while I wait for it. And then I'm going to eat. And then I'll probably lay down and see if I fall asleep. I will set an alarm just in case because I don't want to sleep. I don't want to fall asleep now and not wake up until like the early hours of tomorrow morning. It seems a shame to not go to the pool, but at the same time, next month I do have a trip to a hot destination where I probably will be by the pool most of the time. So I don't feel like my skin needs to be out in the sun. It's very hot as well. It's like 30 degrees, which is almost like too hot to sunbathe in. I'm rambling. I'm so tired. I'm going to wait for my food, probably have a nap, and then I'll see you later for dinner. Food time. Delish. It's what time is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9:15. I just looked at the time on my laptop and obviously it's still on English time. Yeah, guys, I did fall asleep after I ate my food. Sorry if you can hear that, by the way. I've just flushed the toilet and it still seems to be making noise. Yeah, I ate my food and then I laid down and ended up falling asleep for almost 4 hours. I didn't wake up till about 5:15. I've not explored much of Mumbai really, but yeah, woke up, got myself ready and then went downstairs to the buffet restaurant with a few of the other crew. Really nice actually. I don't know if, yeah, I did get a clip of the dessert table that they had. Insane. It works out about £20 for us because we get a discount. It's all you can eat and I had 2 plates of mains. I had a paneer curry with Singapore fried rice to start with and I got like all the poppadoms that they have. And then I had some noodles with like stir-fried vegetables in soy sauce. And then I had lots of little desserts. I had a chocolate tart, I had a little apple tart, a little lemon cheesecake thing, and I had some ice cream. I've definitely got my money's worth and filled myself up. And the curry, the paneer curry especially, was insane. But I've just got back to my room. I can't imagine I'm gonna fall asleep yet because obviously I've not been awake that long, but I'm just gonna get into my pajamas, sit in bed, probably edit some more, maybe play The Sims, and then just fall asleep when I fall asleep. It's nice not feeling the pressure to sleep because even if I do have a crap night's sleep, I can just sleep on the flight home tomorrow. I think because I don't have that pressure, I probably will fall asleep quite easily because I think the main thing that stops me from being able to sleep sometimes is because I'm under pressure and I know I need to try and sleep. I'm going to turn in for the evening. Not going to set an alarm tomorrow. Well, I will set one for the time that my wake up call should come, maybe about 20 minutes before my wake up call, which is at 10:20. But I won't set like an early one. But if I do wake up early, I might go to the gym or the pool, one or the other. Yeah, it's been a very chilled layover. There's just not enough time on a trip like this to actually go out and do something, I don't think, especially when you arrive and you've just worked through the night and you haven't slept. It'd be a bit different if I'd arrived, like if they were behind in time, let's say, and I'd arrived last night and then slept through the night and then had the whole day today, then it would be a bit different. But I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. I guess it's better than me just being at home on home standby and not getting called. I'm not ending the vlog, by the way. I am going to do a little montage of my flight home tomorrow. Lovely evening, lovely food. Hopefully I have a nice sleep. I will probably speak to you all in the morning. I'm going to get ready and talk to you at the same time. It's 10:20. I've just had my wake up call. I have only been awake for about 15 minutes. Spoiler alert, couldn't get to sleep last night. I knew I should have just kept myself up yesterday instead of having a nap. Then I would have actually been able to sleep at a normal hour. I just moved it up a bit because I didn't want to bend down. Yeah, so I was still awake at 2 AM last night, or this morning should I say. Yeah, I've decided that when I'm ahead in time, I can't sleep properly. I get more sleep, I'd say, when I'm behind in time. Obviously it's not an issue because I don't have to work the flight home, which is lovely. In India, I do have to wear my uniform only until I get on the plane and then I can change. I've got to get ready now as if I'm getting ready for work. The only thing I'm not going to do is put loads of makeup on. I've only got I've got an hour before I need to be downstairs for pickup. I'm going to go down 20 minutes early so I can pay my room bill. I'm just going to quickly get ready now. But I probably won't speak to you again before I leave the hotel, so I'll see you on the plane. Fingers crossed I get a nice seat.